Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we could...
Takes a shot! Goal! Fluminense! And the game springs instantly to life.
Well, talking about stepping things up from the off, that's how you start a football match.
That really is quite fabulous, all his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's gone all the way through to the keeper. And that's put paid to a promising move. Well, that is one way to stop him. He's got away. Camavinga! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
That was nowhere near his best. And it's Kane. Nicely shaped ball. No luck with that dink over the top. He'd have done well to reach that. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Messi. Oh, he's found support out wide. And he's taking no chances there. Lookman hurtling down that right flank. Kane. Oh, what has happened here? Decent chance! Tomori getting this one clear. Camavinga.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Always onto this.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Barcelona clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it? Chance for a shot! They've done it! And just like that, he's into double figures now. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Fluminense are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Played back into the centre. Lookman in with the challenge, and it's Dembele. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And he's gone looking for safety. Vardiol. Messi.
There's a real tenacity about their defensive play, and it's up close and personal.
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into his stride, and they're just not doing that.
And it's Fernandez. Vardiol. He's going for goal! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, the defence are in a good position to get behind the ball and let them just try from range.
Vardiol. Knocks it into space. Dembele picks it up out wide. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. This then an ideal chance to cut the deficit. Kane. Goes down, but nothing given. Has a shot! Trustmark comes to the rescue. And he's well positioned here. Distributed tidily. The ball goes in. Chance! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Messi, good driving run. And he thumps it clear. Bruno Enrique. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in. Osimhen. He's in a great position here. Lookman. And it's played. It's a mighty effort! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay. He's gone direct here.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Camavinga. It's a really well-measured ball. Crosses it in here. Goes for a shot! Oh, taken with style. And right on half-time. That is telling. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Dembele.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1.
Substituição.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes. Fernandez. And it's Messi. He's going to be disappointed with that. Kante going full steam ahead down the left flank. Tomori. And he's had a hit! And he's there to belt it away. He can get that clear. And they're back on the ball again. It's a searching pass. Well timed, excellent interception. Zakaria. Lookman making good progress on the right-hand side. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's gone for a throw-in. Oh, good steal, he just read it. And he's managed to gift it back. Ball's played through. The less said about that pass, the better. Lookman receives it in a wide position. Thinks about the shot. He's had a shot! Almost an hour gone.
Presente na partida de hoje. 80.113 espectadores.
More and more pressure on the ball here. He's gone for goal! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Locatelli. And it's Palmer. Strong running down that left flank. Can he get it through?
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh no, what has happened here?
Peter.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Rafinha on a charge down the left. Rafinha. Locatelli. And that has left him in a heap. Locatelli showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Guardiola. And Rafinha. Guardiola could try cutting inside here. Lookman has created one goal already. Picked out Brick. Can he finish? That is decidedly lacking.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Messi.
That was lovely, that.
Locatelli. Referee has just said play on.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Now it's Osimhen. Oh, real chance! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards to increase the lead. And that would have been game, set and match.
And that reaction says it all. They had a real chance to tighten the screw there, and it's been blown.
Not the most accurate pass. That is good strength. He's tried one! Alexander-Arnold gets rid without sophistication. It's a good run down the left-hand side. Rafinha has been caught there, it's a foul. Well, you might think he got off lightly, it is just a verbal warning. That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Alexander-Arnold. Little doubt, that is a foul. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. And it's Kane. Gives it back. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Upamecano did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Very little time to go and they have a free kick in a really promising area. That was travelling. Two minutes to be added on. That's a simple one for the keeper. Fluminense are looking to break at pace. Good chance here! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. That's that, the end. Fluminense proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle, they know it could so easily have gone the other way, and they are clearly so happy to have won it. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Fluminense clearly...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. that gets things running. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this fella, Alejandro Balde, is a defender who's been coached in the ways of the beautiful game. He's very good as a defender, but he has an inner desire to get up the pitch as much as he can. And he's rarely very wasteful, Peter, so his decision-making has to be impressive. And from what I've seen, it is.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Neymar. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
Well, the lethargy in their play isn't a great look, and it was very evident on that occasion.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Gets his head on it! That has been slung wide.
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
Saliba cuts it out. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. He slings it in. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. Neither side yet able to find the net. Pedri. Now it's Darwin. Spread out to the left. Neymar picks it up out wide. Ah, such a clever touch. Saliba gets rid without sophistication. Tries to play it through. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Bellingham. Oh, the ball's come loose. Tries from distance. And for a moment, time stood still.
You lucky boy, you lucky boy. Giving the ball away like that is usually punished.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Zico. Otto receives it in a wide position. Messi. And that has left him in a heap. He's been bundled over, that is a foul. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
He'll fancy himself from here. And that's a good Pedri! Now, who's going to be first to this? And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he's gone looking for safety. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Has a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
They're back in possession and ready to go again. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. That has not gone well. Pedri. Zico. Bellingham. Great vision. Now it's Neymar. He is through here. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Still waiting for the game's first breakthrough goal. And he was alert to it. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Messi has it in a white. A header! Against the crossbar!
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Lookman! Lookman! Oh, surely that deserved better.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Now it's Neymar. Neymar goes hurtling down that left-hand side. Crosses it in.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And the whistle goes for half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings. So your views on the first half?
Well, no goals so far, but it's certainly not through lack of effort. They've had quite a few opportunities so far, but their shooting, not good enough.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And we are already promptly back underway. So the first half brought no goals. Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Osimhen. Zico. Now it's Darwin. Pedri. Can he get it through? Zico. Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. The player's body language here is a bit grim. It is not looking great at all.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 17. Vai ser substituído pelo jogador camisa 15. Teremos uma substituição.
Saliba getting this one clear. Oh, that is asking for trouble. And it's Otto. Pedri. Ruben Neves, the man with the tools to make a difference here. It's not an especially good pass, that. Balde. Played out to the right. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Balde. Nunez. Oh, he's bustling through. Shoots! It's a loose ball. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Oh, it's a foul there right on the edge of the box. No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. He gets a ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
Yeah, and he has to change his way.
Tries a shot! And he can clear it away. And still, we await the first breakthrough.
29.950 espectadores.
Otto. Can he get on the end of this? That's been drilled in. Cleared away. Chooses to go cross-field. Lookman. Looking for options for movement. Played in by Lookman. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Fluminense are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, that's a fine interception. That's really well cleared. And he's picked out the run. Osimhen is onto this. Big chance! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, it came to nothing in the end, but it certainly got the crowd going.
And we have our very first corner. And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. And another try!
Well, if they're looking to win this, they're certainly going about things the right way.
And he's managed to get free. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Good chance here!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Quality ball. And claimed it back swiftly. Messi.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Ruben Neves. Conte. This is promising. Oh, no joy this time. Ruben Neves. It's Ribéry.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example. That's positional goals, the utilisation of space. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Nunez. Messi.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And the referee brings it to a close. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Fluminense can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So off we go then.
Well, when I look at the team sheet, Peter, I pick out the leaders, and the leader on this team sheet for me is El Leon.
Oh yeah, the Lion, Rafa Marquez, a genuinely fearsome defender.
And a very nimble-footed player too. I mean, he can pass a ball properly.
Here's a chance! Oh, that's a waste.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Corinthians have reclaimed it. Nice looking ball. Ruben Diaz, just about within shooting range. Crossed in again. Corinthians do have a chance to counter here. He has found a way through. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Azar. Torres chasing after it. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's just beyond his reach. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Now it's Torres. And he cuts out the supply. Ruben Neves. Played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Neither side yet able to find the net. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Crossed into the box. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Now it's Matheus Cunha. He's there to retrieve it. Crossed in once more. Tries from a long way out. And he's intervened well there. That's rather hopeful. Gets a good foot in there. De Bruyne can see things others simply cannot. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pedri! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Almost the perfect move. Almost. The finish just wasn't quite at the same level.
That's gone loose. Good effort from distance. Just off target.
Well, that's confidence for you. Distance doesn't even bother him. Corinthians couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Sung. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And he's had it nicked away. And he thumps it clear. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pass somewhat off target. Corner it is. cleared away. That has not gone well. Corinthians have the chance to go the other way. He's found a way through. Azar, and he decides to cross it. And now they can clear their lines. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Pedri. Corinthians have got it back and they'll have another go. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Corinthians clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
Oh, that's ambitious. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Corinthians have been huffing and puffing, but they don't look as if they're going to blow anything away. Their end product is just way short of standard.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substituição no time do Corinthians. Camisa 11.
And we're off again.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to up the ante first.
Camisa 17. Substituição em andamento.
Now it's Mohamed Salah. In it comes. Defending of the desperate variety. Pedri. Now it's De Bruyne. Aimed beyond the defence. That has been knocked clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Can he finish?
That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
That has ended up in no man's land. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. That's been cut out, well played. He's having a hit! Danielson produces a cross.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Danielson looks to get on the end of this. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Ruben Dias calmly anticipates. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. The pass has gone astray. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Oh, he's taken out. That'll be a foul. And he is going into that little black book. He does seem to be in considerable discomfort. We hope it's nothing serious.
Camisa 2. Camisa 5. Deixando o campo para a entrada de...
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Zanetti kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Well read, nice interception. Oh no, he's got that wrong. Conte. Now it's Bellingham. It's a promising position. Lovely bit of skill. Oh, it's played into the area. Oh, what a climb! And The header is disappointing in the end.
I thought the wing work was A1. The defending and finishing was anything but.
No, that's been intercepted. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Tries from distance. And he comes up trumps again.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Pass just lacking in accuracy. It's a goal kick. And this is Ronaldo. He might be in here. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's having a shot! It's in! That could turn out to be a huge, huge goal.
There was this feeling that the game was petering out, but credit for never losing their focus despite things not going as planned. Now comes the question, will they stick or twist?
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
Teremos uma substituição.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Corinthians are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, Peter, the manager's all smiles, but he's got a big decision to make here. He needs to see this one out.
Deftly away. Defending was strong and firm.
Corinthians really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Five minutes left on the clock. Pinches it off him.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
I think we're just about done here. And it's De Bruyne. Donadoni does well to stand firm and defend it. And he's heaved it away. Now it's Mohamed Salah. Oh, that's superb. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Oh, he's been caught on it, and the shot! In for the pieces! He's got a goal! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line! And that will be the final act. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work. Cristiano Ronaldo taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your final thoughts, Jim? Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. The great team, the people's team, that is what Corinthians have come to be called over the years, and this, of course, is the ultimate sanctuary for those who only see black and white. Well, we're underway. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about unbeatable in every department, Peter. He's strong, he's quick, he's totally dominant in the air, and what's more, he seems to really love a tussle. His passing's good too, and he never seems to lose it in important areas. I'd expect this team to notch up a lot of clean sheets with him on board.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Well, he got... Oh, what has happened here? Just the goalkeeper. Solid! Goal! Corinthians! There is the breakthrough!
Yeah, but how about that coolness and confidence, Peter, to see where the keeper was and then produce a beautiful response?
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And here's Azar. Oh, we expected better, and so did he. Van Dijk. Now Mbappe. Messi. And here's Van Basten. Now this could be it. It's Azar! Oh, surely that deserved better.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Looking for a runner. Back in possession and ready to go again. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. And it's Kukçu. It's a searching pass. That's a decent clearance. And they're quick to get it back. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. It's a throw-in.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
He's gone for goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Van Basten. Distributed tidily. Played back in. And this is Messi.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And here's Messi. Ødegaard. And he's well positioned here. He's big. And the shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And he can clear it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's on a charge. And this is Sneijder. He's picked his way through. Chance! That's another chance!
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Ronaldo finds himself offside. The message is clear, none shall pass. Oh, that's fabulous. In he goes again! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Well, that was inventive and speculative, but the thought process was a little slicker than the attempt.
Corinthians have their second corner now. And now they can spring out of defence. That is ended up in no man's land. Mbappe. Can he get on the end of this? Hazard. And that has been cleared. Kukçu shapes to shoot! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Foden. Shot could be... Real chance! He scores! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Throw it. Schneider. Now the cross. And that's the keeper's ball. There's the whistle for half-time. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So we reach the halfway point.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
And that's been a decent 45 minutes. Competitive, certainly, and a goal each. So we're into the second 45. That's a cute ball. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Now there's a fine ball. Van Basten! It's in!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Ruben Dias, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
I'm struggling to work out whether that was brave or a bit stupid. Maybe both, actually.
Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. And it's Kukçu. Nicely shaped ball. Zanetti deals with that comfortably.
Van Basten really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he welcomes it in.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
That's the throw. That is good alertness. So can they find a way to turn round this deficit? Pass just lacking in accuracy.
Público presente na partida de hoje.
Now, can they get him away?
62.005 espectadores.
Kukçu. That has not gone well. Now that looks a decent ball. He has found the way through. It's Asa!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Donadoni does well to get it back. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Adams did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude.
Cristiano Ronaldo in for the pieces. Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Oh, that's just unfortunate. Really, really unfortunate.
Now it's Van Basten. Tries to play it through. Now it's Mbappe. It's Asa! Too close for comfort. Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that's well spotted. He's gone for goal! Now, who's going to be first to this? Their attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Donadoni has taken on too much there. That isn't one of the areas he thrives on.
Substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being a very good ball carrier as well. They want to add more dynamism to that front line.
And that was nowhere near his best.
Corinthians really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Now it's Gavi. He's shifting through the gear. Header! And that would have been game, set and match.
Van Basten really should have done better there. I just hope for his sake that he doesn't live to regret that.
He's had it nicked away. Now it's Messi. Knocks it into space. Corinthians are looking desperate here. Short on... Can he finish? Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. They're back on the ball again. No, that's been intercepted. Donadoni. Into the last 5 minutes. And that is as far as they're going to go. Ambitious ball here. And there's Green. Oh, that's ambitious. And that was probably asking just too much.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Threads one in, and it's made it. Van Basten!
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Well timed, excellent interception. And the referee brings it to a close. Corinthians can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the surprise for me was seeing a team look so feeble in what is usually a strongly protected area. But the centre of their defence looked open and very, very unsafe.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening.